There's something that does not want me to record this video today, so I am going to have to keep looking at my watch to make sure I am recording and paying attention to the road, but getting my message across nonetheless. So I am on my way to the laundromat right now. I have not been to a laundromat in over 12 years. And it was a place that I hoped I would never have to ever go again, but my washer is broken and I'm waiting for parts to be delivered so it can be fixed. So that's where I am on my way to. Off to the laundromat I shall go. But I had a client today tell me that she's been stalled on weight loss, and she's like, my weight loss, this is what tends to happen to me is I'll go weeks without losing weight, and then all of a sudden, bam, I'll lose 5 pounds. And I was like, well, that's actually not the way it works. There's no way that you've been doing the same thing over and over again, and you get one result week after week after week, and then all of a sudden, you tend to lose 5 pounds. Now, again, maybe a half a pound here, a pound there, maybe, but that isn't even really how it will work. Now, I said, what oftentimes happens is people think it's like all of a sudden, the weight just starts falling off. And I said, but that's not how it works. I said, what actually happens is you do something different and you get a different result. Remember, as the saying goes, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Things don't just change because they want to change. Things change because you do something different. I said, the problem is because most people don't track what they're doing. They have no idea of what they're doing. So they think they're doing the same things all the time, when in actuality, they're not really doing the same things all the time. And I just realized I need some lotion on my hands. In actuality, and I got my hand all up here. You probably see how ashy my hands are. I said, in actuality, they're not really doing the same things all the time. But I said, the problem is because they're not tracking what they're doing, they don't know. So they feel like they're doing the same things all the time, and just out of the blue, your body just decides, it's time to lose some weight, and you just lose weight. I said, no. Somewhere along the line, the week that you finally started to lose weight was the week that you unknowingly created a caloric deficit. And again, you didn't even realize it. Remember, a caloric deficit in 99.9% of the cases is required for weight loss. Now, there is always those individuals that just go against the laws of thermodynamics and the laws of physics and whatever else, other laws that state that in order for you to lose weight, you need to be consuming less calories than you're burning, or said another way, you need to burn more than you take in. So in most instances, that's the way it works. And in that week where you all of a sudden started losing weight, that's what happens. You created a caloric deficit, whereas before you weren't. So this might have happened to you before, where you just thought that all of a sudden I started losing weight. Well, no, it was not all of a sudden. Something changed. And the only way you're going to know what that thing is, because I tell my clients, it's not good to all of a sudden just lose weight and not know why. You want to be, because wouldn't it be nice for you to be able to replicate those same things that cause you to lose weight? That would be really nice, but the only way you're going to be able to do that is by tracking what you're doing. As I've said, if you're not tracking, you're guessing. And it's going to be very difficult in anything in life to guess your way to success. And why is it that we would not allow our jobs to be dependent on guessing? You would not let your schoolwork, your success in school be dependent on you guessing. You would not let your kids' success be dependent on guessing, but you'll let your success in fitness and weight loss be dependent on guessing because you're lazy, because you don't want to track, because somehow tracking is just too hard to do. It's just too much work. But you will never put your success in anything else in the hands of guessing. You're going to make sure in everything else, you're going to be as precise as you possibly can be. But when it comes to losing weight, it's okay to guess because it's just too much work to track what you eat. You got to weigh everything and measure everything and do it all. It's just, stop being lazy. Track what you're doing because, again, if you're not tracking, you're guessing. And yes, I am still recording. That is great. All right, guys, that is enough for today. I should have actually recorded this video at the laundromat. Didn't think of it. Just left the bank because I'm like, I don't even know if laundromats take money anymore these days. I haven't been to one in so long. And this is no shade on the people that have to go to laundromats. I was there one day myself, and I was so happy when I no longer had to go to the laundromat because I was like, this is, A, it just takes up more time having to go to a laundromat, and I don't know if it costs more or not, but whatever. I just was happy when I didn't ever had to go to the laundromat anymore. So this will bring back some memories of having to go to a laundromat. The good thing is my dryer still works. So, you know, I won't have to dry my clothes there, but I'll just have to wash them. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the video down below in the comments. And if you need help on your fitness journey, your weight loss journey, your health journey, click the first link below in the description. Fill out the form and the two of us will figure out what we need to do to get you from where you're at to where you want to be.